Assalamualaikum students. Our topic for today is cervical plexus. Cervical plexus is formed by ventral rami of upper four cervical nerves. You know, each cervical nerve divide into ventral and dorsal rami. So the ventral rami of upper four cervical nerves form cervical plexus. Now, except first cervical nerve, each of the anterior ramus divide into ascending and descending branches. Divide into ascending and descending branches. And in this way, they form communicating loops. And all the branches of cervical plexus arise from these communicating loops. We can divide the branches of cervical plexus into two parts, superficial and deep branches. Superficial branches are basically cutaneous branches which pierce the deep cervical fascia and supply the skin in the area of head and neck and upper chest, while the deep branches are muscular branches which either supply the muscles directly or through communicating branches. So first of all, we will draw the cutaneous branches. First branch which arises from the C2 is cutaneous branch, that is called lesser occipital nerve. Then the branch from loop from C2 and C3 gives two branches. One is greater auricular nerve and other is transverse cutaneous nerve of neck. And then from the loop of C3 and C4, they form supraclavicular nerves. Supraclavicular nerves divide into medial, lateral and intermediate branches, and they supply the skin over upper area of the chest. So cutaneous branches, superficial branches are, there is no cutaneous branch from the first cervical nerve. From the second cervical nerve there is lesser occipital nerve. Then from the loop of C2, C3, two nerves, greater auricular nerve and transverse cervical cutaneous nerve. While from the loop of C3 and C4, these are supraclavicular nerves which divide into lateral, intermediate and medial groups. These are cutaneous branches from the cervical plexus. Then deep branches are divided into two parts, lateral group and medial group. And then each group further divided into communicating branches or muscular branches. Communicating branches which communicate with some other nerve to supply the muscles, while the muscular branches or deep muscular branches supply the muscles directly. Now an important communicating branch which arises from the first cervical nerve, carries the fibers from first cervical nerve, join the hypoglossal nerve. हम पहले भी इसको hypoglossal nerve के साथ पढ़ चुके हैं. Hypoglossal nerve only carries the fibers from the C1 nerve, and on its way, you can also call it hypoglossal branch, but actually it consists of fibers from the first cervical nerve, and on its way it gives various branches. The first is meningeal branch, then it gives superior root of ansa cervicalis, and then it supplies the two muscles. One is genioid and the other is thyroid. So these are branches not from the hypoglossal nerve. आपने इसको mix नहीं करना. Hypoglossal nerve only carries the fibers from first cervical nerve. Actually this is communicating branch, and on its way it gives meningeal branch, superior root of cervical plexus, and then supply two muscles, genioid and thyroid muscle. The next branch which arises from cervical plexus, and you have studied in the first year, that is phrenic nerve. The main contribution of phrenic nerve is from fourth cervical nerve, ventral ramus. but fibers also join from the C3 and C5 cervical nerve, and they join to form phrenic nerve. And you know the area of supply by the phrenic nerve. Other muscular branches which is supplied here are the muscles of prevertebral region and paravertebral region, and we will discuss that branches. The next is ansa cervicalis, related to cervical plexus. Ansa cervicalis is a thin loop of nerve that is embedded in the interior wall of carotid sheath. It is formed by two roots, superior root and inferior root. The superior root arises from communicating branch of first cervical nerve, which joins the hypoglossal nerve, and on its way it gives superior root of ansa cervicalis. This superior root supplies one muscle, that is superior belly of omohyoid, and then joined by inferior root to form the loop. The inferior root of ansa cervicalis arises from the C2 and contribution of C3. It also descends downward and join the superior root in front of common carotid artery. In this way, a loop is formed that is called ansa cervicalis, and it is embedded in the interior wall of carotid sheath. This is inferior root of ansa cervicalis. Now, this loop of nerve supply all the infrahyoid muscles except thyroid. Thyroid is supplied directly by branches from first cervical nerve. So, it supply sternohyoid, sternothyroid, and inferior belly of omohyoid muscle. These three muscles are supplied by this ansa cervicalis. On the lateral side, again, the branches are divided into communicating branches and muscular branches. Muscular branches supply the prevertebral muscles and paravertebral muscles. We will discuss in the second part of our topic. But in this part, we will discuss the communicating branch on the lateral side. Communicating branches from the second, third, and fourth cervical nerve. They join the spinal accessory nerve, that is 11th cranial nerve. These communicating branches actually carry proprioceptive fibers for the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscle. So इस वाले पार्ट में हमने ड्रॉ करना सीखा है कि हाउ टू ड्रॉ एंड लेबल द सर्वाइकल प्लेक्सेस. स्टेप बाय स्टेप मैंने इसलिए आपको ड्रॉ करके सिखाया है ताकि आप इसको बनाना सीख लें. अब नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हम इसकी प्रॉपरली मस्कुलर ब्रांचेस एंड कम्युनिकेटिंग ब्रांचेस फर्दर डिस्कस करेंगे. थैंक यू.